marshmallows are looking good. Y'all, welcome back to Midtown. That's right, it's afternoon. It's almost 4 o'clock. Well, why am I starting so late today? Good question. Y'all got good questions. That's because it rained yesterday. When I was finishing up on the front side of this place, I got one of them notifications on my phone that said it's gonna rain in 5 minutes. Well, it didn't rain in 5 minutes, but it started raining in about 30 minutes, and it come a flood. I just did get everything unloaded from the combine and the grain cart and into the truck, and just got the truck backed into the barn before the bottom fell out. And it rained hard for about 30 minutes and then gone. So this morning, all these beans back here were wet, but they have dried off nicely. But they have dried off to about 14% moisture, and I was able to get one combine load cut, and I went ahead and had Dad take that in the dump truck and go and take it to the granary. But we've made it to the backside of my uncle's place here. If it wouldn't have rained yesterday, I'd have already been done with all this stuff and moved on to the next farm. But you know, it rained, and just got to make do with what you got. So what I did this morning is I did some errands I need to do, did a little bit of my own work stuff, my own farm job stuff, did that, hauled up beans to town, and then come back and scouted this field out, pulled some samples, checked moisture on it. I checked it about 1, it was right at 15, so I gave it until 3 before I started. Let it go and dry off some more. While I was doing that, while it was drying off, I maintenance the combine, you know, greased everything, greased stuff, fueled it up, got it ready to go. Moved the head over to this side. I mean, we are just the other side of the woods from the field we were cutting last night, but you can't get through the woods to here, so you got to come down the road. So I got everything moved over, and then I got to running just in time. I run just enough. That way, Jesse's here, he's off work now, and Dad's back from his stuff. He had some stuff to do this morning, so he's back. He's in the dump truck, and Jesse's brought the semi over, or is in the process of bringing the semi over. And I'm thinking, since these beans are down, they're not yielding that great, that we can hold what's left of this field. We got this right here. Cut out a good bit, and I cut backside, but then you go through the trees, other side of the flag there. I think there's about 12 acres back here to cut, maybe 14. I'm thinking I get run through them this evening. That way we can move on to another farm tomorrow before it sets in the rains for a week. Yep. Weatherman says it's supposed to rain Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and next Saturday, the following Saturday. So I want to get as much cut as I can before it sets in raining. We still got my sister's stuff to cut, or brother-in-law's, however you want to say it. They're theirs together. So I got theirs to cut. I got 2 more farms for me to cut. And then we get to go finish up where we started cutting beans at on my brother's stuff, the beans that were kind of damp that we left. And there's just a little bit of that left, so we'll go finish that up too. On brighter notes, my mechanic friend called and said that my dump truck's fixed. Turns out the problem wasn't the timing, the problem was the power wires going to the injectors. So that's a 91 Chevrolet, so it has a fuel-injected throttle body. So it's got 2 injectors inside the throttle body, and it sets up there just like an old carburetor would. And so one power wire going to it had a bad spot in it where I think he said it looked like some mice or something chewed on it. And so every now and then it would lose power and not fire. He said he drove it around for a while, said the thing's running like a champ. So that's a plus right there. And it is, where it's fixed at is up towards my sister's place, so we'll pick it up on the way to go cut those beans. So that's a plus. And one more plus, down beans. Got more down beans. Now these beans ain't as down as bad as the other ones were. They just have a little spot right what we just come through. Once you get back here, they're all stood back up again. So me and my uncle discussed what might have made his beans fall down, and we're thinking it's a combination of the variety of bean, the time they were blooming. We think they might have bloomed when it was hot, and the amount of water they got. This particular variety may or may not have gotten too much water. Some varieties do that, some don't. So, what he said he was going to do is look up the variety he planted, because he's got all his paper, all his notes down, wrote down on what he did, on what days he did it. So he's going to look it up and not plant that variety again this coming year. So, that's how you solve them problems. And that is why you got to keep records of what you're doing, because if you run into a problem, like these down beans, you want to make sure you don't do that problem again the next year. Make sure y'all keep some notes on stuff. I know you can say, well, I got it all up here in my head. Well, you get older, you can't remember everything anymore. And these beans are setting up enough that I can cut both ways. I'm cutting both ways right now. You know, yesterday, the day before, when I was cutting these down beans, I was having to cut one direction and drive another direction, which, you know, is not the best for cutting beans speedily. We get a good bit of this field wrapped up. About done in the field that we're in right now. We got to move back through the trees back here into one more patch. If you see all the dust coming out, going across the front here, all that dust is from fire ant mounds. So these beans have been cutting hard. I've jammed the head up every pass going across the field due to fire ant nests being run up in it. If you can see, right there on the end of the head, that's another fire ant mound right there. Marshmallows are looking good. That is all this field, and we're on to the next. It's just right through here. Got to go past all these marshmallows and get into the field. They're not really marshmallows. Those are halotrodes. Well, folks, it's gotten dark on us. So, this here's where I'm going to leave y'all for today. Appreciate everybody being along. Hope you enjoyed it. And like always, if the good Lord's willing, we'll catch you on the flip side. Until the next.